Hey everyone, so this "It's Okay to Be White" sticker campaign has got a great majority of SJWs reeling in disgust. Now I have a simple question that should illuminate where these SJWs are truly coming from. That question is it okay to be white? The answer to this is obviously yes, it's perfectly fine to be white, who cares? Why then does this question get under the skin of SJWs? Well, if they feel the answer is no, it's not okay to be white, then they are racists, pure and simple. Just as someone who says it's not okay to be any other color. They'd be a member of those low-functioning racists they seem to hate, but I think most SJWs would begrudgingly say that it is in fact okay to be white. Whether or not that's something they would say out loud is another story. They just don't want to go against the narrative of a movement they've blindly accepted. They just know that this sign speaks a certain volume of truth that makes them very uncomfortable. So why does this statement that it's okay to be white bother SJWs so much if it's a true statement? It has to do with their incessant need to control the narrative in the entire country, and it also has to do with their complete inability to deal with pushback against their beliefs that were derived from an echo chamber. Now, what does this have to do with their need to control the national dialogue? Well, SJWs have both implicitly and explicitly stated that it is not okay to be white. So a simple sign saying a simple slogan that is self-evidently true is having a nice effect on showing them just how absurd they've become. And they are frightened by the fact that not everyone has assimilated into their crazy views of race. SJWs have incessantly tried to deliver this message that it is not okay to be white, and if you are white, there is an inherent flaw or an inherent guilt on your part. They are fearful that those who fly in the face of this absurd viewpoint might actually be getting sick of this and will take away the SJW's ability to say this nonsense and get away with it. The best part about this is that this sign is not saying anything hateful. It isn't being inflammatory. It's not saying any one race is better than another. It's not saying any one race deserves more than any other. It is simply telling a group of people they can be comfortable with themselves, and that's okay. But what's the real root cause of the need for these signs? The root cause is this. 6 or 7 years ago, if someone said that you cannot be racist against white people, most reasonable people would roll their eyes and view that as an insane preachment. However, it's almost on a daily occurrence now that simply mentioning the term white people, or God forbid, white male, ends in SJWs screaming about how evil and guilty all white people today are. About what, I'm still not sure, it's all quite vague. But if an SJW is not saying that white people are evil, they are at the very least complicit with this nonsense, and they don't speak out against it, or at least I missed it when they did. So if SJWs want to be upset over these signs, they need to remember that they are the root cause of why these signs are popping up. It is their own insane rhetoric that has caused people to get sick of them and post these signs, and at the very least, it's entertaining to watch them run around as if their hair is on fire, when all someone is really doing is posting a silly little sign that says a basic truth that sadly some people need to be reminded of. Thanks, and that's all.